Yeah, this could work actually.
What you just saw is the ASAP, presented by Team ASAP. The product we want to create is something that makes it easy for medical residents and students to use their iPads and their patient notes simultaneously. Medical residents are young medical professionals fresh out of medical school and can be considered as tech savvy. They lead very busy lives, but they also got to stay abreast with developments in medical science and be able to look up that information at any point. They should also be able to stay thorough and update info about their patients on the electronic medical record. The simultaneous use of iPad and folded papers containing patient information is very important, as there's a lot of movement with the residents and med students within the same floor, building, or between buildings. So all the movement calls for a product that helps them stay organized and self-sufficient in terms of technology and style to meet their hourly needs as they check on patients. This is Star Panel, the electronic medical record used at Van Houten Hospital. Note that there are multiple tabs that are used to input the patient information, so you got to keep in mind that entering that data while on the move makes it extremely difficult. Residents also meet with other doctors often to discuss their patients, either in a cafe or in resident workrooms or on even the same floor when they're making their rounds, so it's important to have a product that helps them stay organized and self-sufficient. While the hospital has placed desktops at various locations, a lot of them are occupied most of the time, so the dire need to refer to an iPad, whether it's to enter medication or enter quick notes on paper, has become a universal practice that exists in all teaching hospitals across the nation. In surveys, medical residents have requested easy-to-carry cases, and during the observations of those residents, we noticed the difficulty of carrying and referencing papers and iPads. Here's some data to back this up. Here are the typical items carried by a medical resident. These are the needs being addressed by our proposed product. And these are the key differentiating features of the product. Overall, this is a great fit with Griffin's brand strategy because it's all about delivering quality product that makes technology more convenient to use. This is not an entirely new market. Griffin's already present in this market and already has a great brand image. And plus, this is a $3 billion industry that Griffin should take advantage of, and it's addressing an unmet need of the end user, and it integrates very easily with the B2B selling to hospitals. There are technologies and risks involved, such as the implementation of the Bluetooth technology for the keyboard, which could in the future eliminate the need for doctors to even use paper. And on top of that, the material in the case would have to be hospital grade and sanitized. Here's the process we undertook to develop our prototypes. It started with brainstorming and eventually ended with combining the best features to come up with a composite design. Here's paper fastener and writing surface, pockets and storage space, keyboard design, ergonomics, aka straps. Our recent version prototype is different from the previous ones because it incorporates the best features which solve all the unmet needs. Here's a front view of our composite design, the open up view, and the back view. Several ways to make our prototype better would be to consider weight and bulkiness factors, different material types, leveraging Griffin's expertise, being flexible and changing composite design for different constraints, and keeping the cost in check. Here's some user feedback from our product concepts from the 5 following doctors in this order.
But you can see here that most of our papers are standard, 8.5 by 11, and whether we do the hot dog style sort of folded vertically or the hamburger style folded horizontally, the paper is going to be far too large for us to really make use of these side flaps. If you had me choose between these 3, which one I would sort of be drawn to, I forgot that this has a detachable keyboard that you can pull in and out. It would be this one. So I think it's sleek, it's compact. Okay. It allows me to sort of hold the device securely. Okay. And a fully detachable, portable, light Bluetooth keyboard. Okay. So that if I have a nurse's station or someplace else that I can quickly set this down and put some orders in. I think this is sort of it satisfies all the requirements that I would look for. The problem being, I think, with those of us that do sometimes wear white coats at work, when you strap this, you could do it over your shoulder, but if you want to securely put it across, it kind of closes you off and makes it difficult for you to sort of reach inside. We have a lot of things sometimes that I keep on the inside pockets. Oh, I see. It makes it a little difficult to juggle these things when you have something across that encloses across and sort of keeps you bundled in. Okay. I think aesthetically, it's also not the most pleasing.
That's on this one. At least for the portrait view, the handle feels a little more awkward
Okay.
on this one because I feel like my arms kind of all the way around this whole thing.
Okay.
But I think that the what's neat about this one is the ability to kind of do the different landscapes.
Okay.
Or the different orientations of the iPad, I think, is really nice.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So you have to think about a physician with a jacket. How am I holding this?
Okay.
So, like, when I had my fear with my iPad is I'm going to lose it. I'm going to put it down. Someone's going to take it. So I need a way to keep this on my body. Is what
Okay.
I functionally. Yeah, this is how I use it. So it's here. And if you look, you can go like this and done. Your hands free, and I can write orders and
Okay.
do stuff like this. You look like a freaking tool, and people make fun of me. I'm the only one that uses it like this, but it's so functional. You're not using it, you need to go in a room for a code, you have stuff, you have your hands, you have your white code right here.
I
Okay.
guess the other concern would be having something to cover the screen
Okay.
is nice.
Okay. All right. So you definitely want something to cover the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest drawback to that may be weight. Well, that's another issue too. So if it's too big, it won't fit in pockets. These coats that they gave us this year have an oversized pocket that fit iPads.
Okay. They're standard size
That-
iPads? Well, iPad
Yes.
mini.
I like the pouch for the pen. Also, if this had like a strap over the top, so it wouldn't go fly open, that would be good. The magnet on the outside, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Because I do write on my iPad. And that would make it kind of easy to take papers on and off rather than tie it down like this. But the clipboard doesn't have to be that thick. Like, it could be a really, really thin clipboard.
So based on what we saw in those videos, here's a summary of all the major likes and dislikes that the doctors had to report. These are the basic specs of the design of our clipboard, which is going to have rubber-like material to hold in 2 clips. And for the keyboard, which is going to be a sliding keyboard, it's going to be housed in the case just behind the iPad, and it'll have an adjusted knob made of stainless steel. We're also going to implement a rubber holder mechanism that'll be able to efficiently hold the iPad or tablet in place, and it's going to be easy to slip in and slip out of the iPad, and it can accommodate different sizes and makes. 2 straps made of comfortable and non-absorbent material will be implemented to facilitate the portrait and landscape views. It's no surprise that there are already many competitors in the iPad case market. As you can see below, a lot of the residents already have their own cases. The AirStrap models are ergonomic and convenient to carry, while the MyGoFlight contains paper fastening and storing technology. So to be competitive, our product must combine both needs. The dual needs of easy to carry and holder for paper are not already addressed by our competitors, so our prototype will take care of both of those. As you can see in the pictures below, our new product is easy to carry and has a clip for paper. It merges the ergonomics of the AirStrap and the clip of the MyGoFlight. When moving forward with the product development, these are the life cycle costs that we have to consider, ranging from manufacturing tooling all the way to packaging and distribution. We must then show the prototypes and descriptions to Griffin's in-house manufacturing experts. That way we can get a popcorn dance. Here are some estimates of each of those costs we have to consider. The material costs are calculated from existing prices and assumptions about cross-functionality uses. Here's a look at the total market for our ASAP product. There's almost 1 million physicians in the US, and the number of doctors that are currently using a touchscreen device is going up exponentially. That could generate us an average of $1.5 million in revenue per physician. There are 2 options to get ASAP to doctors. First is through the hospital. That can give us higher profit margins and faster adoption. Or second, go directly to the doctors, which can strengthen the Griffin Technology brand. Here's a closer look at the benefits of going through the hospital route. And here are the benefits of selling directly to the B2C channel. Here's a rundown of the different price points to consider, and that varies based on the features offered. And finally, it's important to take a look at how much money Griffin can make from a product. Assuming a $100 price point with a $30 cost of goods sold, the first shipment, Griffin $350,000. Not bad, huh?
Look at that, a Griffin case. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Griffin's the best.